being poor might as well be a luxury item, okay? Because this bitch is expensive. The poverty tax is real, and overdraft fees are probably the most obvious and primary example of how easy it is to get in a hole when you're already in a hole, and then that hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Another example of this would be payday advances. What about the buy now, pay laters like Affirm and Klarna? A lot of people rely on that when they don't have good enough credit to get credit cards. Or what about making just enough money to where your income is above the threshold by even just dollars to where you cannot access aid like food stamps or Medicaid? What about being on disability benefits and getting a raise or a better job and your income threshold rises, but you lose your disability benefits? Spending money to get to job interviews that you'll never get hired for. Talked about that numerous times. And this is nothing to say of the mental tax, right? The emotional tax, the psychospiritual tax, the literal physiological tax on your body that being in long-term unemployment and below the poverty line takes on you. And when your nervous system is in a state of fight or flight for an extended period of time and you have no light at the end of the tunnel, you are less equipped to pull yourself out of a negative situation. Because what people willfully fail to realize is that when your circumstances change in such a way that you lose income for whatever reason and you drop below the poverty line, that every choice you have is an impossible choice. Everything is a negotiation. Do I buy my medications or do I pay for internet? Do I go to a job interview or do I keep my phone on? Do I put gas in the car or get pet food? Do I do laundry or buy diapers? And I'm telling you this as somebody who is take control, has her shit together, problem solver, productivity, A-type personality bitch. I'm telling you that when you live like this for an extended period of time, all of that goes away. You stop being able to function, number one. And number two, your spirit begins to collapse in on itself. You get to a point not only of despair, but of such low energy that it is impossible to pull yourself out of the despair. So how are you expected to job hunt when you're functioning at that level? How are you expected to bathe yourself when you can't get out of bed? How are you expected to socialize? I'm done.